Welcome to Module 3, Operational Mastery in Front Office Management. This lesson, 3.1, focuses on front office SOPs and quality standards. High-stakes hospitality is defined by a constant tension between unpredictable human variables and the requirement for identical, high-quality execution. At the front desk, variables include fluctuating guest moods, arrival times that can shift by the hour, and the logistical challenges of staff turnover. To maintain a brand's reputation, the hotel must overcome these variables to deliver a seamless guest arrival for every visitor. To achieve this consistency, management introduces a structured framework where the system serves as the primary tool for navigating operational complexity. This framework is built on Standard Operating Procedures, or SOPs, the specific instructions that form the backbone of the front office and credit departments. These procedures provide an essential roadmap for every guest interaction, specifying the exact steps for every task from check-in to the final night audit. By reducing individual variance, SOPs allow a hotel to function with the reliability of a precision machine. Implementing robust SOPs establishes a culture of predictability and excellence throughout the property. The first major benefit of this structure is brand uniformity across global locations. Because guests travel thousands of miles with specific expectations, the hotel must provide the same high quality of service regardless of which staff member is behind the desk. SOPs also function as a training aid, providing a clear path for new personnel to integrate into the team. Students from institutions like the Europe Hotel School London use these procedures to learn multi-step tasks quickly, preventing them from being overwhelmed by the pace of the lobby. Documentation also defines accountability, identifying who is responsible for specific actions during every shift. Third, these procedures are vital for service recovery during operational failures. When a problem arises, SOPs empower staff to act decisively by removing the need to guess the correct response in a high-pressure moment. By replacing guesswork with established steps, the front office ensures that even difficult interactions result in a demonstration of professional competence. Management must document universal pillars of operation to control the entire life cycle of a guest stay. These procedures create a sequential pathway through the hotel experience, ensuring no touchpoint is left to individual interpretation. The process begins with check-in, which sets the tone for the guest's physical stay. It concludes with the checkout procedures, the final interaction that determines the guest's lasting impression of the brand. Managing the room assignment process requires a balance between tracking available inventory and maximizing guest satisfaction. For high-value clients, specific VIP upgrade protocols ensure they are recognized through personalized greetings and pre-arranged amenities. To protect the hotel's reputation, protocols must cover the lost and found system, ensuring guest property is handled with honesty. Complaint handling requires a step-by-step guide to de-escalate tension and reach a professional solution. Behind the scenes, cashiering and night audit routines are documented to protect the security of the hotel's revenue. Perhaps most important are the emergency procedures for fire alarms, power outages, and medical crises. These protocols must be trained until they become automatic reflexes, allowing staff to lead with authority during a crisis. These interconnected tasks are gathered into an accessible manual and reviewed at set intervals to ensure they remain current. Mapping these pillars ensures that the unpredictability of daily operations is filtered through a controlled, documented pipeline. Beyond establishing rules, management must be able to measure performance, following the principle that quality cannot be managed if it cannot be quantified. Measurable performance standards translate abstract service goals into concrete, objective metrics. As shown here, assigning specific times to workflows removes the subjective guesswork from evaluating staff performance. For example, many hotels set a goal for check-in to be completed within 3 minutes of the guest reaching the desk. Internal communication is measured by a standard to answer guest calls within 60 seconds. Industry leaders also use spatial metrics, such as the 5-5 rule. This rule requires a staff member to smile and approach a guest within 5 seconds of making eye contact from 5 feet away. Tracking these micrometrics provides the data needed to identify performance trends that would otherwise go unnoticed. Using specific data points transforms the concept of good service into an objective, auditable standard. A manager's primary challenge is ensuring SOP compliance through ongoing quality control. This involves active floor management, including random, unannounced spot tests of the team's procedural knowledge. Managers also use mystery shops to observe how the team performs when they are not being directly watched. Customer reviews provide a real-world audit of these standards, revealing where staff might be cutting corners or where the SOP itself is failing. To prevent standards from slipping, SOPs must be reinforced as part of the daily routine. Managers use the daily briefing to highlight a specific standard of the day, keeping the details fresh for the entire shift. Tracking compliance month to month reveals operational blind spots, such as a trend of slower check-in times occurring only on Tuesday nights. These patterns allow the manager to step in with targeted training designed to address the specific cause of the delay. To encourage excellence, managers use incentives like quality champion certificates or bonuses to reward those who consistently uphold the standards. Quality management succeeds when it is viewed as a shared team commitment to maintaining the operational backbone of the hotel. The most effective SOPs are dynamic documents that adapt to changing operational requirements. This feedback loop illustrates how procedures are often refined by the people who use them in daily operations. Proactive managers actively ask frontline staff to recommend improvements to documented procedures based on their experience at the desk. For example, a receptionist might suggest a more efficient way to handle group luggage, which is then incorporated into the official manual. This approach increases accountability, as staff feel a sense of ownership over the rules they are required to follow. SOPs must also be updated whenever new technology is introduced to the department. If the hotel launches a mobile check-in app, the front desk SOP must change to define how staff interact with guests who have already bypassed the queue. This environment turns every employee into a quality auditor, ensuring the system remains practical in the heat of daily operations. Quality management is a process of steady, incremental improvement rather than a search for static perfection. Refined systems provide staff with the security of knowing exactly what the hotel expects of them. This clarity reduces the stress and uncertainty that often occurs during high-volume shifts. When the system handles the operational fundamentals, the manager is free to focus on leadership and guest connection. The ultimate goal is an operational standard that results in a guest experience that feels effortless and professional. SOPs represent the operational guarantee that a brand's promises will be met at every touchpoint. By combining clear documentation with regular audits, the front office ensures these promises are delivered reliably. A guest's experience of excellence is the direct result of a meticulously managed, continuously improving system.